Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial today. Hello guys, good morning. Oh, let me adjust that. Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would start this video off today saying hi to you guys, saying good morning. Usually I do a little bit of an intro and just show you my morning routine, but yeah, I thought I would say hi first today. As I'm sure you are well aware since you clicked on this video, we're doing a what I eat in a day video today. So I'm going to take you through my day, show you what I eat. If this is your first time watching one of these videos by me, I feel like my voice sounds croaky and my hair kind of looks like, I don't know. Anyways, as I was saying, I eat a diet that is very high in animal products, mainly animal products, and then only a few low carb plants. And I hate having to put a label on what I eat. I don't think anyone should need to label their diet because on one hand it puts you in a box and there's a list of foods you can eat and a list of foods you can't eat and you have to stick to those. But then on the other hand, it's good to have a set of rules that can help you hold yourself accountable and even motivate you in a sense, and also the sense of community as well. So with keto and carnivore, obviously these are two examples. The way I eat is kind of a blend of the two, so ketovore I sometimes call it. And the reason I label my diet is because you guys need to know what you're in for. I have to give it some name so you guys know what type of video you're watching, what you're coming to see. But the point is, keto, carnivore, they're both great, but I don't think that labels in terms of your diet are super important. Because if you eat a 100% animal-based diet and then let's say you just include avocado, that is the one plant food you include, you're not technically eating a carnivore diet because carnivore diet is 100% animal foods, but at the same time, that is the closest thing you are eating. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling a bit here, but I don't think everyone has to have a specific diet that they're eating, if that makes sense. But then I was scrolling on Instagram the other day and I saw that Brian from the Food Lies documentary that's getting created and the Peak Human podcast, he did a post sharing a blog post that he did on 10 plant foods to add to your carnivore diet. And I checked out the blog post. I will put it up here. Basically, he was listing low toxic plant foods, low carb, low sugar, just the best plant foods you can eat. And I pretty much eat all of them. Those are pretty much the plant foods that I eat. And the diet that Brian promotes, if you aren't familiar, he calls it the SAPIEN diet. Basically, it's what humans should be eating. And it is about 90% animal products, and then the rest, just these plants that he listed. So things like mushrooms and fermented foods. So anyways, today we are calling my way of eating the SAPIEN diet. It's basically the same thing as ketovore, mainly animal foods, some plants. But yeah, just thought we would mix things up today. And if you haven't checked out what Brian is doing with his documentary, with his podcast, and everything else he's doing, he has a lot on the go, definitely check him out on Instagram and check out the film as well. But anyways, now I'm gonna show you how I start my morning. And then I add some electrolytes to my water. So these are the ones from LMNT. There's nothing in this except for sodium, potassium, and magnesium. So usually I am very much a morning gym person. I like to do it first thing in the morning, fasted, but I'm actually not gonna go to the gym until the afternoon today. And that's because I'm doing a pretty difficult workout with some pretty heavy weights and I need someone to spot me. So I need Max to come with me this afternoon, and yeah, he didn't want to get up early this morning. So I'm gonna go do my red light therapy, which I'll show you in 1 second. And then after that, I'm probably just gonna go for a walk for about half an hour, just get some sunlight, get moving, get things started. Okay, so these birds are like the Australian bird version of raccoons. They are known for digging through trash cans. For my first meal today, I'm going to make an egg scramble. So I have my pasteurized eggs. I'm going to put some bacon in, cook that all in butter. I have some onion and then some green onion. All right, so we are just about to head to the gym, and I mean, in a perfect world, I would film my workout, but honestly, it is just so awkward having your camera at the gym, trying to film, so I'm gonna have to check in with you guys a little bit later. So I just filmed another video for you guys that's going to come out after this one. I think this video that I'm filming is going to come out on the 24th, so just before Christmas. And that video that I'm talking about is going to come out on the 26th, so after Christmas. And the video I'm talking about, it's about how to get back on track after a cheat day. And this is something I am asked about a lot. But because I know this video is going to be coming out before that one, I wanted to give you guys some tips to prepare. Prepare for if you know that you're going into a cheat day. Or maybe you're going to an event or a party or a family gathering and you don't want it to be a cheat day. So I want to tell you a little bit more about that. But just quickly before I do that, I'm going to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Now, you guys know that I love Squarespace. And if you aren't familiar with Squarespace, basically it is an all-in-one platform that allows you to build a website and run your business. I've been using Squarespace for over 2 years, and I recently redesigned my website using one of their award-winning templates. Designing a website with Squarespace is easy. They have several templates to choose from, and you can test them out before making them live. You can customize everything from colors and fonts to animations and photos. No experience in web design is required. Squarespace's all-in-one platform is intuitive, and if you do run into any issues, their customer service team is there to help. Squarespace also has built-in SEO or search engine optimization tools, which means your website will be found by the right people more often. If you want to check them out, you can start a free trial without having to enter your credit card details by heading to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate. And when you love it and decide to launch, use code healthcoachkate to save 10% off your first order. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about how to prepare going into a cheat day. And I know this is a bit of a touchy subject. It depends on the individual. There are some people out there who can be eating completely healthy 29 days out of the month and then have 1 or 2 cheat days, eat off plan on those days, and then get right back on track the next day, no problem. And then for other people, they take 1 cheat day and that turns into 2 cheat days and that turns into a cheat week, and they just get thrown completely off track. And right now it's the holidays. I know it's a bit different depending on where you are in the world in terms of restrictions and whatnot. So this information might not even be applicable. But I mean, here in Australia, pretty much everything is back open. As far as I know, there aren't many restrictions on gatherings and things like that. Maybe some limits on people, but I think they're pretty high now. But if you are going out to gatherings and you're worried about not eating keto, not eating carnivore, if you're worried about people pressuring you or questioning you and your food choices, the best thing I can say to you is just try not to stress. This time of year is supposed to be joyful. It should be about spending time with family and friends. And if you are obsessing over food and if you're worrying about things and what's in this sauce and this and that, you're taking away from that. You need to remember that this is just one day of many. And if you have been eating healthy consistently for months on end, all of that is not going to be derailed if you eat a little bit off plan one day. So that is the most important thing I want you to remember is don't go into these situations stressing out. Yeah, you might get kicked out of ketosis. Yeah, you might have some more water weight the next day, but is that the end of the world? To gain 1 pound of body weight, I think it's something like you have to eat an excess of 3,500 calories. And I know calories are not the be all and end all, but I think a lot of people, they wake up the next day, they weigh themselves, they're heavier, and they completely panic. But you need to remember that it is pretty impossible to put on any significant amount of fat overnight. Like I said, this could be water weight. This can be food that you're digesting. Honestly, just don't panic. Enjoy the day. If you want to eat a little bit off plan, go for it. If you don't, then I would recommend sticking to just meat and vegetables. And the next day, get back right on track. And like I said, I have another video coming out just after this one that's going to talk a little bit more about how to get back on track. But I really just wanted to emphasize today that the holidays should be about friends and family. It shouldn't be about focusing and worrying about food. And I know that's obviously a big part of it, having a big dinner. But if you think about it, a lot of the foods are keto friendly. They're even carnivore friendly. Yeah, maybe there's some sauces and whatnot that you can't really control, a glaze on the ham. Unless you are super, super sensitive, unless your gut is really damaged, I wouldn't stress too much about these things. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a good holiday season. I know this year is, oh my God, the whole year has just been a mess for everyone, and I hope everyone is staying safe, and I hope that you were able to spend time with your friends and family. Anyways, I am pretty hungry. It is 4:30 now, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have a pretty early dinner. Honestly, I really enjoy having dinner at like 5 o'clock, which is pretty early. I feel I sleep better when I eat dinner earlier. Max is a little bit annoying though. A lot of the times he likes to eat a bit later, which just kind of throws me out of whack. But he's not here right now, so I'm going to be eating alone, and yeah, that means that I can eat whenever. For dinner, we are going to keep things pretty simple. We are going to have a steak and maybe some shrimp or prawns and maybe some sauerkraut. That's my random dinner, and yeah, we're going to cook the steak from frozen in the air fryer, which I never used to do this. I used to always defrost them first or just have them fresh. But honestly, cooking the steak from frozen it works so well in the air fryer at least. 1, there's no mess. 2, it cooks perfectly. 3, you don't have to defrost. There's really no downsides except for you don't really get that nice sear that you get from pan searing it. But I mean, it still has a little bit of a sear. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. Oh, sorry, Zeus. Did you not want to be on camera? Oh, you just want to move? Oh, were you sleepy? It's only 5:30 right now, but I'm done eating for the day. I just have a bit more work to do. Probably going to go for another walk because it's still very sunny out. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. And thank you to Squarespace again for sponsoring this video. If you guys do want to check them out and start a free trial, honestly, if you want to make a website for any reason, I cannot recommend Squarespace enough. It has everything you need, so definitely click the link in my description box down below. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you guys did enjoy this video, you might also like my other videos where I show you what I eat in a day. You can check them out right here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, it will be right here. And for my keto diet and carnivore diet coaching programs, the link will be here. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye, Zeus.